Another short reading from Always Bring Your Sunglasses. Eye contact is painful for me. It literally makes my insides contract and my brain scream. Animals seem to experience eye contact the way autistics do, as a threat, not something you do in hopes of keeping others around. In the early years, it was just too painful to answer the demands of look at me when I'm talking, so I would just repeat back the last sentence spoken to express that I had indeed been listening. But the older I got, the fiercer the demands for eye contact got, and the expectation that eye contact was required for speaking as well as listening was added. It was around this time that I discovered that if I just concentrated on the space between people's eyebrows during conversations, I was mimicking eye contact close enough to actually pass for doing it. The lesson I was being taught was to tone down my autisticness for everyone else's comfort. My comfort was less important. I learned from adults that things like spinning, repeating phrases out loud, and flapping my hands were not really approved behaviors if you were looking to minimize your differences. I forced myself to replace those natural means of regulation with smaller gestures, like finger tapping or making fists in my pockets, and invisible stims like biting the inside of my mouth and lips, and wiggling my toes in my shoes. All day long, I would keep it small and hold it in until I was home where it was safe to be me. Quiet at school all day long, I worked so hard to be a good girl that by the time I got home, I was ready to explode and desperate for joy. In order to fit in, I spent most of my lifetime suppressing my authentic self and trying on personas like costumes to feel like I belonged somewhere. It was like I was a duck living with a family of swans, and I was doing whatever I could to look and act like all the other swans. This little dress up and pretend not to be myself routine is now known more commonly as masking. Please grab your copy of Always Bring Your Sunglasses today. It's available on Amazon in Kindle, audiobook, and paperback.